Hey everybody, it's Lawrence from financialthing.com here, and what are we doing today? We are on the motorcycle. It is January, freezing cold. There is an Arctic storm coming tonight, but my friend Gene and I have made a pact to go riding our bikes on the coldest day of the year. Stupid maybe, I don't know, but it seemed like a good idea, a brotherhood type thing, maybe a tradition. And I just got new tires on the Harley Davidson. And I thought, you know what? I've been talking about making these motorcycle videos now for 2 years. I've got the equipment. I've been testing out the audio for ages. And I'm just going to try it out. So I stuck the GoPro on the camera, you can see. And I'm just going to go for a ride and test this out. And also maybe talk a little bit about investing. So let's get going. To be honest, I think I'm going to be absolutely freezing. It is about 10 degrees here, and I have ski gloves on, which is highly unusual for a motorcycle, but I'm going to test it out, see what the audio sounds like on the bike. Just go for a little ride. First of all, what am I riding exactly? This is a 2013 1200 Harley Davidson 1200cc custom Sportster with a very fancy paint job. This guy hopefully doesn't kill me. So not only is it quite difficult to talk off the cuff, off the top of your head, you also have to avoid people killing you on these things. Nevertheless, I still love to ride. It's a fun thing. I just want to see how cold it is today. Not too bad so far. So I saw a very interesting comment today on YouTube, as I sometimes watch the finance videos, and the comment said, every day that you save money is a day that you are getting closer to not having to work. And I think that's such an important concept, even if it's just a little bit of money, because one of the most common questions that I get asked in the blog is from readers is like, I don't know how to invest. I've never invested in my life. Maybe it's a younger person, and they just never ever know where to get started, and there's just so much fear. And I was at the gym with a friend of mine this morning, and I would say he's a pretty well-to-do guy. He has plenty of money. He's just never invested. And we set him up with a Vanguard ISA about a year ago. And that was, he's almost 40 years old. And we stuck his money into an index tracker. That was the first time he's ever invested. But I also talked to him about what he was doing with his investments in 2022. And he said, well, my brother is, he's a very advanced investor, and he's been giving me some stock recommendations. So I bought these stocks, these individual stocks, and now I'm looking in my account and everything is in the red. And I'm freaking out because I keep putting more money into these stocks and I just see them going more and more negative. And now I'm afraid to invest more. Don't kill me. So going back to my friend, I said, well, first of all, if you just stick with the index tracker funds, you're not going to have to worry about trying to identify which one of the thousands of stocks out there is going to go do well for you and which one's going to lose money. The other thing that I said to him is, if you're planning a very long-term outlook, which for most of us we are, then 5 years plus, for him it would be more like 15 to 20. You know, it's not going to matter what you put in now into an index tracker, because you can pretty much guarantee in 15 years time that money that you've invested will be a lot more than it is today. Likely 2 to 3, maybe 4 times as much. So sometimes I think with investing you just really have to close your eyes and jump in, because there isn't really any other alternative. Please don't kill me, please don't kill me. She's looking on her phone. There really isn't any alternative. You can stick the money in the bank. Maybe you get 0.5% of interest, which is ridiculous because inflation now is running at 5%, 5.5%, probably going much higher. And if you put the money in the bank, if you're getting 0.5% and inflation is 5%, that means your money is losing 4% of its buying power every single year. Well, if you do the math, over 10 years, that means your money is losing 45% of its buying power every year. So you just don't have any alternative. And unfortunately, the way the interest rates are right now, we've been forced into a position of having to take risks with our investments to try to get yield. It's just the way it is right now. So this is the basic advice that I gave to my friend, was just invest consistently. Don't try to time the market. Just put your money in the index tracker, the one that I always talk about on here, the Vanguard US index tracker, and just don't worry about it. Stop looking at your account balance too, because if you have any sizable amount of money in your stock account and you keep checking it every day, it is going to make you very, very sick when you keep seeing those negative returns piling up. So that's my best piece of advice for anybody out there that hasn't invested before. Start young. Invest in an index tracker like the Vanguard one and just forget about everything else. Well, I hope you enjoyed this short video. I'll be making more in the future. If you like it, let me know in the comments. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Tell your friends and family about the video and the channel. Don't forget, Livestream every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. UK time. I'll catch you next time.